British computer expert Marcus Hutchins, who helped shut down the WannaCry ransomware attack earlier this year,
The cause hasn't been given, but cyber attacks have caused major issues at other European airports.
It begins quietly, as most revolutions do. No explosions, no alarms, just the faint tapping of keys at 2 a.m., the glow of a monitor illuminating an unmade bed, and a young man with tired eyes staring into a world only he understands. His name is Marcus Hutchins. Online, he's known simply as MalwareTech. He's not a superhero, not even close. He's 22, self-taught, living with his parents, and working for a small cybersecurity company. Most nights, he doesn't sleep, not because of ambition, but obsession. He spends his hours inside code, dissecting the creations of others, viruses, worms, ransomware, understanding how they work so he can stop them. But on this night, in May 2017, something different stirs in the digital dark. Across the world, screens begin to turn red. Hospitals in London freeze. Doctors can't access patient files. Ambulances are rerouted. In Spain, telecom networks collapse. In Germany, train stations grind to a halt. And within hours, it spreads to Asia, the Americas, everywhere. On the screens, a simple message flashes. Oops, your files have been encrypted. Pay $300 in Bitcoin, or lose everything. The world is under attack, and the weapon isn't a bomb. It's a piece of code. The virus is called WannaCry, and it moves faster than anything seen before. It infects over 200,000 computers in more than 150 countries in a single day. Governments panic, newsrooms scramble, cybersecurity experts race to understand what's happening. And somewhere, inside that small bedroom by the sea, Marcus Hutchins is staring at his screen, completely unaware that he's about to stumble into history. He's been tracking malware samples all morning. It's routine for him. Download the code, take it apart, study how it behaves. But this one feels different. It's chaotic. It's alive. He runs the ransomware inside a virtual sandbox, a safe environment where it can't. Lines of code scroll across his screen, thousands of them. Then, something strange catches his eye. A web address buried deep inside the program. It's long, random, meaningless, but it's not registered. Most analysts would ignore it. But Marcus, out of habit, or curiosity, decides to buy it. He pays $10.69 to register the domain. He doesn't know it yet, but with that single act, the virus begins to die. Around the world, infection graphs that had been climbing like rockets suddenly flatline. In hospitals, computers reboot. In airports, gates reopen. And across continents, screens that just minutes ago screamed, "Pay Randolph how to write code that could control other computers." He built small tools, shared them online, earned respect in hacker circles. Then curiosity turned to business. He began creating banking Trojans, malware designed to steal people's login credentials. One of them was called Kronos. It spread quietly through underground forums, sold for Bitcoin. Marcus wasn't hacking banks himself, but others were, using his code. He told himself it didn't matter. He wasn't stealing. He was just building tools. But the line between creator and criminal had blurred. By his early 20s, he walked away from it all. Deleted accounts, wiped drives, joined a legitimate cybersecurity firm. He promised himself he'd never go back. And when WannaCry hit, that version of him, the reckless teenager, felt like a ghost. Until it returned. Marcus flies out to celebrate. He's a celebrity now, the accidental hero. He laughs, drinks, takes selfies with fans. For the first time, he feels like he belongs. Then, at 7 a.m., there's a knock on his hotel room door. He opens it. The hallway fills with agents. Marcus Hutchins, FBI. They handcuff him before he can speak. He's arrested for creating and distributing the Kronos banking Trojan years earlier. News spreads instantly. The same outlets that called him a savior now call him a criminal. WannaCry hero arrested by the FBI. The internet turns on him overnight. Some say he's a fraud. Others say he's a scapegoat. But Marcus stays silent. In interrogation rooms, agents slide photos and chat logs across the table. Proof of old crimes. He doesn't deny them. He just stares, haunted by his own past. He's extradited to the United States, charged with multiple counts of cybercrime. For 2 years, he lives in limbo, awaiting trial, uncertain if he'll ever walk free again. During that time, something changes in him. He starts teaching others how to defend themselves from the very kind of malware he once wrote. He writes blogs, contributes to open-source security tools, helps dismantle networks that exploit the innocent. He's no longer running from his past. He's rebuilding from it. Then, in 2019, Marcus finally stands in court. The room is quiet. The judge reads letters from cybersecurity experts, from hospitals that had been saved by WannaCry's shutdown, even from people who'd once condemned him. They all say the same thing. Marcus Hutchins made mistakes, but he also saved lives. When the verdict comes, it's not what anyone expected. No prison sentence. Time served. The judge's voice is calm. Your action stopped a global threat. You deserve a chance to move forward. Marcus exhales, almost disbelieving. He's free. He walks out of the courthouse into sunlight, half his face in shadow, half in light. For the first time, both sides of him coexist. He disappears from the public eye soon after, declines interviews, moves somewhere quiet, near the coast again. But traces of him remain, small footprints in the digital landscape. In 2020, Wired publishes a feature titled The Confessions of Marcus Hutchins. In it, he speaks for the first time about everything. I was a kid, he says. I wanted to learn. I didn't understand consequences. But when WannaCry happened, I realized how small actions online can ripple across the world. He doesn't call himself a hero. He doesn't make excuses. He just tells the truth. That the same curiosity that once caused harm also became the reason millions were saved. Today, Marcus works quietly as a cybersecurity researcher, still protecting systems from the shadows. He doesn't seek fame. He doesn't want redemption. He just wants peace. And yet, the legacy of that single 10.69 domain endures. Even now, the domain he registered still receives pings. Traces of old infected machines, ghosts from the WannaCry outbreak that refuse to die. Each one is logged, quarantined, neutralized. Each one a quiet reminder of the day a hacker saved the world by accident. If you ask him what he learned from it all, he'll tell you something simple. Every system has vulnerabilities, including people. What matters is whether you patch them before it's too late. Because Marcus Hutchins wasn't the hero the world expected. He was something rarer, proof that redemption can live in contradiction. That the same hands capable of creating chaos can also stop it. And that sometimes, saving the world doesn't begin with purpose. It begins with a mistake.